Hello friends, welcome to Power Electronics lecture series. In today's session, we will see the IV characteristic of SCR and SCR specification. In that SCR specification, we will see the information related to the current specification and voltage specification. Let us see what are the IV characteristic and SCR specifications. Now let us start with the IV characteristic of SCR. Okay, it is nothing but a graph of anode current IA on y-axis and anode to cathode voltage, that is VAK, on x-axis. Okay, the IV characteristic is divided into two parts, forward characteristic and reverse characteristic. In forward characteristic, this is what the IV characteristic of SCR. Now what is forward characteristic? When anode is connected to positive terminal of battery, when anode terminal of SCR is connected to positive terminal of battery with respect to cathode, then it is called as, it is in forward bias mode. Okay. Now what happens during forward biasing? Okay, during forward biasing, as we increase anode to cathode voltage in very small steps, the anode current increases in very small steps. Okay, after crossing this voltage is called as forward breakover voltage. After crossing the forward breakover voltage, the anode current start increasing very sharply, and this change, sharp increase of anode current from minimum value to the current increase, sharp increase, is called as transition state. The state at which the anode current increases with very small step is called as forward blocking mode, and the second mode is called as transition mode, when the current increases sharply, and after this point the SCR remains turned on, and this is called as on state. So forward characteristic is, so the forward characteristic is divided into three steps. First is forward blocking mode, second stage is transition mode, and third one is called as on state mode. Okay, now next characteristic is IV characteristic. Whenever anode of a SCR is connected to negative terminal with respect to cathode terminal, the SCR is said to be in a reverse bias mode. Okay, as you had seen from the graph, in this graph, the reverse current increases to a small value up to this voltage. Now this current is called as reverse leakage current. This current flows due to the minority charge carriers. Now after crossing the reverse breakover voltage, the reverse current increases sharply, and this mode is called as reverse blocking state. So in this way, the IV characteristic of SCR is drawn on this graph. What is IV characteristic? It is nothing but the graph of anode current versus anode to cathode voltage. During forward bias mode, it operates in three different modes: forward blocking mode, transition mode, and on state mode. And during reverse biasing, it operates in reverse blocking mode. So this is what about the IV characteristic of SCR. Now let us see the terminology of IV characteristic. Very first is forward breakover voltage. Okay, what is meant by forward breakover voltage? It is maximum forward voltage that can be applied between anode and cathode, and it is known as forward breakover voltage. Okay, which is denoted by VBU. As we will see in this graph, this is called as forward breakover voltage. Now this is maximum voltage after which after this voltage the current start increases sharply. Now second term is forward leakage current. Forward leakage current. It is small forward current, small forward current flowing in. Very first is forward breakover voltage. Okay, what is forward breakover voltage? It is maximum forward voltage that can be applied between anode to cathode, is called as forward breakover voltage. Okay, in this graph, after this voltage the current start increases very sharply. So this voltage is called as forward breakover voltage. Next term is forward leakage current. It is small forward current flowing in forward blocking state of device. Forward blocking state of device. Okay, and this is generated due to minority charge carriers. This current is generated due to minority charge carriers. It is generated due to minority charge carriers. Okay, in this figure, this is minimum amount of current, and that current is called as forward leakage current. Okay, so this is what second term. Now let us see the third term, that is holding current. It is denoted by IH. It is minimum current that can flow through SCR and still hold it in on state. Fourth term is on state voltage. It is voltage across the SCR, voltage across the SCR when it is in on state, and it is small compared to off state voltage drop. Last term is latching current. It is minimum anode current. That can flow through SCR, to latch it into on state, the on state. Now this is what related to IV characteristic and its some terminology. Now next point is two transistor analogy of SCR. Let us see two transistor analogy of SCR. Two transistor analogy of SCR. Now, as we had seen, the SCR is 4-layer 3-junction device. It has 4 layers, PN, and it has 3 junctions, J1, J2, J3, and 3 terminals, anode, cathode, and gate. Okay. If I divide this SCR in between two halves, suppose this is my first half and the rest one is other half, so it is made up of two devices. One structure is PNP and other structure is NP and N. One term is PNP and other is NPN. And if I replace this PNP and NPN structure with two transistors, so it will look like one PNP transistor and one NPN transistor. Suppose this is Q1 transistor and this is Q2 transistor. Okay, so emitter of Q1 is connected to anode terminal, emitter of Q2 is connected to cathode terminal, and base of Q2, this is base of Q2 is connected to gate terminal. Okay, now let us say IC2 is current flowing through Q2 device, IC1 is current flowing through Q1 transistor, and IE1 is current through the Q1 transistor, and it is nothing but a anode current, and IE2 is current flowing through the Q2 transistor and it is cathode current. So this is what the two transistor analogy of SCR, where the SCR is replaced with two transistor Q1 and Q2. One transistor is PNP transistor and other transistor is NPN transistor. And let us say when I am applying the gate signal to the base of transistor Q2, then Q2 transistor will turn on and the collector current IC2 will flow through this Q2 transistor. This IC2 is nothing but the base current for the Q1 transistor. As soon as we get the base current for the Q1. Now this is two transistor structure for SCR, where the 4-layer PN 4-layer 3-junction and 3-terminal device is divided into two halves, PNP and NPN. And if I replace this PNP and NPN with the two transistor Q1 and Q2, then we'll see how the two transistor analogy will work. Okay, so initially whenever we are applying the gate current, this gate terminal is connected to the base of transistor Q2. As soon as we'll get the base current for the transistor will be turned on and the collector current flows through it. The collector current is nothing but the base current for Q1 transistor. As we'll get the base current for the Q1 transistor, again the Q1 transistor will turn on and the collector current is flowing across the Q1 transistor. So the collector current of one transistor will be base current for other, and the collector current of second transistor will be base current for first. So the current multiplication will take place and it will cause the two transistor to operate in saturation mode, and the same two transistor will be act as closed switch. Okay, so what happens here? As we apply gate signal to the gate terminal, then it is nothing but base current for transistor Q1. as soon as we get the base current for Q1, the Q1 is turned on and IC1 collector current starts flowing through it. Collector current starts flowing through it. Now this IC1 is nothing but base current for Q2, base current for Q1 transistor. So Q1 will turn on and IC1 starts flowing. So collector current of one transistor, collector current of one transistor will be acting as base current for another, base current for second transistor. So current multiplication will take place. Current multiplication will take place. Current multiplication will take place. Both the transistor Q1 and Q2 operates in saturation mode and acts as closed switches. Okay. Now let us derive the equation for this. Suppose alpha 1 and alpha 2 are common base current gains of Q1 and Q2, and beta 1 and beta 2 are common emitter current gains of Q1 and Q2, then we'll write therefore IC1 is equals to alpha 1 IE1 plus ICO1 and IC2 is equals to alpha 2 IE2 plus ICO2, where ICO1 and ICO2 are nothing but leakage current of transistor, where ICO1 and ICO2 are leakage current for transistor, and if alpha is equals to beta divided by 1 plus beta, then the equation for anode current is given by alpha 2 into Ig plus ICO1 plus ICO2 divided by 1 minus alpha 1 plus alpha 2. So this is what the anode current, derivation of anode current in two transistor analogy of SCR. Thank you for watching this video.